Good morning, and welcome to worship at St. Mark.
The men and women have called a truce and are coming together as one team for our next Get in the Grow Sunday, Champions for Christ, Part 2 on September 30th. Coming to share with us is history maker Bishop Vashti McKenzie. We will once again join as one team for one 10 a.m. service where we will baptize new believers during worship service.
And backed by popular demand are the Champions for Christ t-shirts. Starting today, you can purchase yours at media sales in the atrium for just $10.
Then, afterwards, we will gather in front of the Children and Youth Center for our church fellowship and celebrate our new family members. That's September 30th with one 10 a.m. service. Champions for Christ, one team.
Your money matters, and it's never too late to realign your budget to help you save money. Come hear from our experts tomorrow night at 6 p.m. in the banquet hall and learn how you can get your finances back on track. That's Money Matters, powered by Arvest, tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
I grew up in a household where voting was just something you did all the time. And my father, who had multiple sclerosis, I remember going to the polling place with him and how much effort it took for him to park his car, to get his crutches, to walk into the church basement in our local neighborhood where he voted, and to stand there holding himself up, making sure he cast his ballot. I remember my father doing this exercise every single election and not worrying about whether it was raining or snowing or whether he was tired. And I remember accompanying him on these voting excursions to that little church basement. I would watch my dad vote and think, wow, what a special responsibility that must be, and must be something important for him to take this much time out and push himself to get to the polling place. So that's one of the reasons why I don't take voting for granted. I vote in every election, because voting in every election is the only way you can have your voice heard. It's not just important to vote for the president, because a lot of stuff happens at the local level. So you have to vote every single election for your mayor, for your governor, for the people who sit on your school boards. All of that affects your daily life. So you gotta vote. You gotta vote often, and you gotta vote every election.
Make sure you are ready to let your voice be heard this November. Get registered or update your information today in the atrium. Starting in October. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good. It's time to boost your connection and access the power of your full potential as a St. Mark member. It's time to go 4G this fourth quarter of 2018. So what is 4G? It's everyone gathering, everyone grouping, everyone giving, and everyone going. Here's how you can tap in. Everyone gathering means you don't skip church. There is value in coming and spending time together as a family of Christ. When we come together, we learn, we encourage one another, we cry with one another, and we laugh with one another. We need each other in this journey called life. Everyone grouping. That means doing life together in life groups. You are a better Christian when you do life together in small groups with other believers. Life groups give us accountability, support, and encouragement with other believers. Visit the St. Mark app or smmark.org to join a life group or become a life group leader. Everyone giving. That's pushing God to the front of the line in your giving. Sunday, October the 7th is All Tithe Sunday. And we need everyone to bring your tithe to worship. And then go above and beyond with your push offering for the rest of the year. And everyone going. That's sharing the gospel in your everyday life. All year long, we have focused on celebrating grace. And there's still room for your +1 to be a part of the family of faith. We are all commanded to go and share the good news of salvation with the world. You can share no matter how long you've been a part of the family of faith. Got questions about how to do that? You can find tips on how to share in the St. Mark app or the My St. Mark section of smmark.org under +1. That's right. A member with 4G is gathering, grouping, giving, and going. Now, here's how you can check the strength of your connection. Access all the details about 4G at smark.org and in the St. Mark LR app. Accept the challenge to go above and beyond as we all gather, group, give, and go together. St. Mark, it's time for all of us to go 4G.